Hi, everyone out there in the world of YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, stopping by, checking out the channel. My name is Jacqueline Anderson, and of course, everybody calls me Jackie. I am a CPA, which is a certified public accountant in the state of Georgia. And this channel is dedicated to Black CPAs and featuring their story, their backstory, their journey through overcoming any obstacles and passing the four-part exam and sharing how these individuals are utilizing their credentials in their chosen career or students who are on their career path. And there's something called the JCLPAA In-depth Series where I give my insight or little tidbits as it relates to the exam, anything in the world of accounting or hot topics related to accounting. So, of course, I'm not interviewing anyone today. So in this edition of the JCLPAA In-depth Series, I want to share what I've learned this past summer and something I think anybody can use this information. But before I get started, if you watched my last interview with my featured guest at the top of the interview, I mentioned my niece and my nephew, Trinity and Robert III. They're my trusted advisors. They told me I need to increase the number of subscribers and my views. So, and their advice was at the beginning of the video, tell people, ask people, encourage people that they subscribe to the channel if they're not already subscribers. Share the content, like it, give it a thumbs up, maybe even leave a comment. So, hey, consider doing that, subscribing, leaving a comment, sharing, or giving it a thumbs up and liking the video. That'll help the channel grow. So thank you in advance. So again, back to this edition of the JCLPAA In-depth Series. I want to talk about investing in your health. And we've all heard the saying, your health is your wealth. That is so true. And of course, some of the most successful people are accountants who are financial advisors, and aside from doctors and lawyers, but back to the accountants. We can give people advice, but do we practice what we preach? I think it's high time that we take our own advice, because not only do we make sure people have the right insurances in place and budget correctly, but do we follow that advice? And I think family, especially your own children, will appreciate more so than an inheritance or leaving behind assets if you or we as individuals take care of our bodies physically, be in good health so we can age gracefully and be in good health as long as possible. Because I think it is an overwhelming burden for family members and especially children to have to take care of their aging parents. So instead of looking forward to, and again, an inheritance or money or some assets, and that's good too to leave behind, I think those who may be required or in a position to have to take care of those family members or our parents would more so value people or our parents or even ourselves being in good health and aging gracefully so we can be independent and healthy as possible, eating right, exercising, feeding our minds, taking care of our mental health. I think that's so much more important or be much more valuable than any financial asset. Because I've had my own personal experience, and I will say, if I'd rather have somebody be able to take care of himself for years versus thinking, oh, I'll get a lump sum of money down the road or some life insurance policy by being a beneficiary. I know for a fact that not just myself, but probably my brother, I have a younger brother, and other family members could appreciate our elders and our older family members not taking their health for granted, taking their health more seriously, and being more conscientious about what we eat, how we prepare our foods. So again, we can age gracefully and be as healthy as long as possible. Of course, we don't know what the future holds, but we can do our part to definitely avoid some chronic illnesses or diseases that are related to probably more so what we eat than anything. And I would say that is high blood pressure and diabetes. And both of those can be reversed if we take the necessary steps to again take our health seriously and think long term and down the road about how we do not want to be a burden to family members. So that's my little tidbit for today in this JCLPAA In-depth Series about your health is your wealth, and as accounting professionals, practicing what we preach by making sure we are in good health physically, in addition to financially, because that goes without saying. I'm sure our bank accounts, our budgets are in order, but what about your health? What's your blood pressure? What's your regular blood pressure? What's your blood type? What's your weight? What's your recommended weight, suggested weight? What do you eat on a daily basis? So that's something that we have to be cognizant of or take stock of and take in consideration as we're preparing everybody else and advising everybody else on how to prepare for the future. We need to heed and take our own advice. So thanks for tuning in. Hope you check back and see what's been posted lately. So I recently got my hair fixed. Check it out. So I said, oh, I need to post a video. So I hope to be interviewing some people coming up. Everybody's so busy, but hopefully they can squeeze me in and share their accounting journey and how they passed the 4-part exam and what they're doing, how they've been successful. So remember who you are, whose you are. There's no time like the present, and I will see you next time.